Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, goeiemorgen, goeiemiddag, goeienacht, sanbonani, dumelang, absheni molweni. From wherever you are watching this video, you have made a great decision. Thank you for tuning in. Do not switch to another video. I welcome each and every single one of you to the JT online program, where we hope to share strategies with you and information with you that will inspire you, empower you, and help you as you go through the stages of life, as we would say, right? You're going through change. At one stage, you were in pre-primary. We call it crèche. Huh? Then you went to primary. Now you are in high school. You've gone through different stages of life. And as you go through different stages of life, you face different challenges. You go through change. Our theme is change. Change. C-H-A-N-G-E. C-H-A-N-G-E. Change. My name is Musiso Joshua Mlimi. I am a CEO, not a Chief Executive Officer, but a catalyst empowering others. I'm an author of a book titled Work Through the Barriers to Success, a public speaking trainer, and a graduate from the University of Pretoria. We're speaking about change. How are you dealing with change? This is our second video. And so I encourage you, I challenge you to go back to the first video that we recorded on change. We laid the foundation. I asked you questions such as how you dealing with change. It could be that you've got the solutions, right? Because how I deal with change is not the same way that you dealing with change. But we can learn from one another. I can learn from you, you can learn from us. So share, how are you dealing with change? And in that video, I was singing. So you want to go back and you want to hear me singing about change. That was the first video. The purpose of this video is to just share with you some activities that you can do to take the information that you have and implement it in your life. I once went to a seminar and the speaker said, knowledge is not power. I was like, of course knowledge is power. It's like, no, knowledge is not power. It's potential power. Applied knowledge is power. And so one of our goals on this program is to help you implement the information that you have on change. Right? So I'm going to share with you activities that I'd like you to do, right? But from wherever you are, you have to give me a thumbs up and say, I'm taking on this challenge. I'm taking this challenge of change. Change, change, change. It's uncomfortable. It's painful. I saw a quote that said, change in the beginning, it's difficult. In the middle, it's messy. But in the end, it's beautiful, powerful, right? So what I need you to do is this. Write down some of the changes, the biggest, let me say two, right? Let's simplify it. Two of the biggest changes that have taken place in your life. What are two of the biggest changes that have taken place in your life? I know one of the biggest changes that has taken place is you moving from primary to high school, wherever you are. Massive change, massive jump. So once you've written down two of the biggest changes in your life, the second thing I need you to do is write down two of the biggest lessons that you learned from that transition, from that change that took place. Two of the biggest lessons that you learned from that transition, that change that took place. That's the second thing. And then the third thing I want you to do is share that experience. Share those lessons with someone who's close to you. By sharing, we learn. By sharing, we empower each other. By sharing, we grow, right? So please take on that challenge. Two of the biggest changes that have taken place in your life. Number two of the biggest lessons that you learned from those changes, from those experiences. And then go on, share You can share them on your social media. You can share them on our social platforms. We would love to hear from you. One other thing that you can do as well is, look, you may be a football fan, you may love music, you may love fashion, you may be in the entertainment, engineering, whatever it is, there is something that you are passionate about. There is something that you love. There is something that you follow each and every single day. You can't wait to share with your friends. So what I want you to do is, it could be a specific company, a specific football team, whatever it is. I want you to go and research on that company and research on that soccer team or whatever it is that you love. And I want you to look at the change that has taken place in that company, in that sports, in music, in fashion, in industry, whatever it is that you love. Look at that change. Look at that change. It could be a change in what the football team used to wear, where they used to play, and then analyze and see what are some of the lessons that you can take away from that. I'm a huge football fan. I love Orlando. Oh, I used to love Arsenal, but not now. Now. I've had to change now. I've had to make the change. I'm a big Orlando Pirates fan. And so I've had to look at Orlando Pirates from when they started in 1937. The shirt that they used to wear, the shirt that they're wearing now, and the impact that has had, and look to see how I can implement it in my life. It's change. It's painful. It's messy, but in the end, it's beautiful. So take on that challenge. Share with us how your experience has been on our social media platform. We look forward to hearing from you. So it's not about just having the information and the knowledge. We encourage you to implement it in your life as you go through this journey of changes. Until then, keep learning and keep growing.